Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, and follow my Snapchat at @thereal_HM, and follow my business page at Brishari, y'all. Speaking of Brishari, y'all, we about to drop February 1st, our Valentine's Day collection. You already know I have to show y'all my bag because it's right here. Look how super cute this is. And then y'all see the strap, of course, and you could take the strap off. But I mean, that's if you want to like hold it like that. But why would you? But yeah, you can put the strap off. Don't mind if you hear it mumbling around like you hear the money, because y'all, I was out today and I got change. But you could adjust the strap, and y'all see it is super cute and pink. Yes, and it's dropping just before Valentine's Day, so stay tuned. But yeah, also y'all, welcome back. This is the first Subbie Sunday of 2015. This is the first Subbie Sunday of 2025. I know y'all seen your girl been missing MIA when it comes to Subbie Sunday, but here we are today, because I don't want to make promises like I always do, but I'm gonna try. You know what, I'm gonna really try to get my work done. I'm about to start writing down a work schedule, days to edit, record, and do everything like that, because yeah. But anyway, welcome back. We're here. Hi, I love you guys. Let me turn the heater off, it's too hot. Okay, so let's get into it. So this Subbie Sunday, we're gonna get straight into it. And I was on the phone with my man before I started recording. I had asked him what title should I read, and this one, he said this one first. And this one is titled, I Got Pregnant by His Best Friend. Girl, what? Okay, let's get straight into it. So it says intro. Ooh, she gave us an intro. She broke it. I like how you wrote this. Let me just start off there. Okay. Hey Symone, my name is okay, hey Symone, my name is, you know what, don't say it because I don't know if people from my city be watching your story times too. I'm 23 years old, and I just want to say, girl, I'm so proud of you. Like, oh my god, I found your channel a few years back and I've been hooked ever since. It's like we live similar lives in different times. It's crazy. When I'm feeling down, I go to your old story times and just laugh. Keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully I'll get the confidence to make my YouTube channel soon. But anyways, on to this story. It's long and juicy, I swear. Thank you so much. And you already know, if you do start your channel, comment down below, because we love the support over here. So thank you. Let's get to it. So it says story. So I met this boy like 6 or 7 years ago at this alternative school I had to go to in high school. We're gonna call him Chum Chum, and you'll see why later, laughing my ass off. At first I really didn't like Chum Chum because he was always trying to prove himself to everybody. He was a motherfucker in class that everybody thought was annoying. Well, at least I did. But he was still cute and cool with everybody, literally. From Facebook to school, everybody knew this ninja. It was my 10th grade year and he was in the 12th grade. Again, not only was this ninja a class clown, he was a super senior. I don't know why I didn't see the red flags right in my face, but I guess LOL. He would try to flirt with me here and there, but I never really take him seriously. I was one of them ninjas like you don't take serious, you just flirt and keep it pushing for real, and I should have just stuck by that. Fast forward to the end of the school year. Summertime coming around and he finally graduated. I'm seeing him at all of the senior parties and the graduation parties. I never really kicked it with people my age, so I was always with the older cousins and stuff. It's a brand new school year for me, but he done graduated finally, so you know I'm going to my 11th grade year feeling like that girl. And all the older ninjas was on me. So when I say older, I mean graduated type shit, so I'm really feeling like that girl. Me and Chum Chum ended up texting, one thing led to another, and I went to his house. I was so young, so don't judge me. But anyway, girl, that was the quickest and smallest 3 minutes of my life. I was so aggravated. I got in an Uber and dipped. I didn't even spend the night or nothing. Didn't even talk to him after that for years, literally. So fast forward a few years now, 2020, I'm graduated in a few years now, and I'm in a whole relationship. I'm chilling, starting my adult life, right? Girl, why one day my old best friend calls my girlfriend on Snapchat telling her that I'm cheating on her with Chum Chum. All kind of shit. I'm not sure if you remember, but I'm the girl that sent them my best friend got pregnant by my first love story time. So yeah, it was that bitch. I was so heated, bro, because I didn't talk to that ninja since the day he gave me that shrimp cocktail. But I do remember I was on FaceTime with my old best friend while I was there. So she knew I had did what I did with him, but like, girl, that was years ago. What the fuck? I ended up fighting the bitch all kind of shit. So come to find out, she had backdoored me and started effing with Chum Chum after my first love had went to jail, and then tried to break me in my new relationship. Like, girl, but that's a whole different story. Anyways, me and my girlfriend broke up beginning of of last year, and I'm not gonna lie, I was going through it. So I doubled back on Chum Chum out of spite. I knew my old best friend was still dealing with him here and there, and also on some desperate shit, I'm not gonna lie. And that's where I went wrong, because this time around, he was turning me every way but loose. I'm talking about wall to wall, bitch. I don't know what the hook happened over them years, but he definitely got better. So the whole summer, I'm at his house every night getting tore up, laughing my ass off. Girl, why I ended up getting pregnant? Oh my God. So now I'm panicking because my birthday is coming up and I'm pregnant, bro. So I tell him, like, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. This ninja gonna text my phone and say, I mean, we not together, so I don't see no reason for you to keep it. And then this part, she say trigger warnings, abort missions, and it's crazy because even though the word miscarriages, it's like it's educational, they still be tripping on here, so I can't say it. But it's trigger warning, so if it's too much for anybody, we just letting you know now. Mind you, I never got a option or even been pregnant before. I'm like, this is really an evil ass ninja. You knew what you were doing the whole summer, and I gotta go get a you know what, okay, cool. So now after a few weeks of back and forth, I'm like, fuck it, I'ma get it, but you're paying for this shit because I'm not. This ninja started moving weird as fuck. I'm talking about went from texting me every day to a ghost. So I'm like, okay, bet. I had a horrible birthday. I was so depressed, sad, and sick every day. I'm like, hell no, I can't do this. So I ended up scheduling my appointment and paying for it myself. Why the day before my appointment, I had a you know what, and it was really bad. I went to the hospital and they were basically telling me it's nothing they could do since my appointment was the following day. I don't wish that type of pain on nobody. Fast forward a few weeks, my appointment is done and I'm feeling better physically, but mentally, I'm on demon time. Not even months later, I don't give a fuck who judged me, okay? I was hot. I'm like, hell nah, I gotta get back at this ninja. It's no way I went through all this by my damn self and he just get a slap on the wrist. Nah. So I heard this new ninja post and we're gonna call him Fanboy, LOL, which is Chum Chum best friend. Yeah, cause don't play with me. So off rip, Fanboy follow me shit cause we already knew each other through mutuals, but we never kicked it. And I knew he was Chum Chum's best friend, so I never looked at him that way until now, LOL. So I'm already knowing this is gonna be an easy one. Again, please y'all don't judge me. One thing led to another, we texting back and forth. Now Fanboy, that's a different kind of ninja. Like taking me out, buying me shit, spending nights at my house, just a complete opposite from Chum Chum. Y'all, now I'm weak in the knees over Fanboy. I gave in and gave him some, and baby, he did not disappoint. This man been stuck to my hip like glue. I recently found out that I'm pregnant and Fanboy is excited. He already has a kid, so I kind of expect for things to go good based off of his experience. But hey y'all, please don't judge me and pray for me. Sometimes you just gotta pick again, you know? Thank you again for reading my story. I know it's hella long, girl. I inserted some picture of these ninjas so you can put a face to the name. Love you, girl. Love you. I love when y'all be sending me pictures just for me. Girl, first off, I want to say you are beautiful. Beautiful. And let's go down to the, let's go down. Chum Chum look like a Chum Chum, for sure. Okay, I see you. Major upgrade, girl, period. I do got questions though. So, cause I know they best friends, like, is Chum Chum like on some shady shit, like he mad? And then also, well, Fanboy of course knew you used to mess with Fanboy of course know you used to mess with Chum Chum and he clearly don't care, so that don't even matter. But I know Chum Chum be on some like real type of like big mad energy. It be crazy because when it be situations like that, that's when they be trying to like slide and try to talk to you, but it be like, boy, nobody worried about you. But we not judging you, sis. You happy and you living your best life. You got your man and you finna have your baby, so that's all that matters. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing and congratulations on your baby. Alright y'all, let's get into this one. This title drew my attention because, girl, why is you playing like that in my favorite stuff? It says, beat up my ex-bestie in Target. Why is you bringing that Walmart energy over here? I'm just kidding. Let's get into it. So it says, hey Symone, I just wanted to say I love your story times and I'm always praying for your success and happiness, girl. Thank you. I love you too, girl. Okay, so you could call me Riri, my ex-bestie Rat, and the boy Janky. So me and Rat have been close friends since 7th grade, like together every day. Close with each other's family, we're basically sisters. Freshman year of high school comes up and it's a week before we had orientation. Me and Rat go together and basically all the freshmen are divided into groups, given a tour of the high school. So we also got our schedules. There was this boy in our group named Janky and I had my eyes on him fast as fuck. I told Rat after the orientations and she said that he's cute for me. So fast forward, freshman year starts and he ended up being in my last period, which Rat was also in. So best believe after I saw him and found out his name, I looked up his IG and Rat helped me find it. Me and him getting to talking. We would walk home every day and shit, and eventually he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes, but the whole day people was coming up to me saying shit about how we not gonna last, this and that and the third. I was immature still, so I took it to the heart and told him that we could just be friends. And we fell off and stopped talking, which was sad because I actually liked him a lot. So a couple of months after that, my mom ended up kicking me out and I moved with my dad. And I started a new school. Me and Rat were still close, but didn't see each other that much since my dad lived kind of far. Halloween of sophomore year comes around, the pumpkin patch was open. Tell me the fuck why when I get on TikTok and the first thing I see is a video of Rat and Jakey together at the pumpkin patch kissing. Mind you, she posted it knowing I'ma see it. See, if she asked if I was okay, it wouldn't have been a problem. But like, this is how I find out it's crazy as fuck. Anyway, I let it go because they stopped talking. I didn't want to throw our friendship away over a boy because she was really my sister. Fast forward junior year and she moved schools and I moved to go to school with her. She started getting me rude as fuck, saying little shit to make me insecure. So one day I was lurking on IG and I came across his page and my suggestions. I screenshotted and showed her. I was like, should I follow him? Not on no weird shit. She started tweaking out talking about he loves me, you're a homewrecker and shit. Bitch, first of all, I had him first if we been for real. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, I was like, girl, what are you talking about? And she said we're basically together. I was shocked because she hid that shit from me. She's willing to stop being friends over this boy. So we fell off. I see her at school and it's awkward. I post on my spam about the situation, but not about her directly. Just stuff related. So if the shoe fit, wear it, ho. She ends up coming up to me like, you're obsessed with me and all this, that, and the third. Trying to get mad at me. See, I don't like fighting at school, so I tell her I'm gonna catch her outside of school. She said, catch me then. Oh, baby, I'll take that as a challenge. Like 3 days later, I was at Target with my homegirl, and guess who the fuck walks in? I follow her to the girls section and beat the fuck I follow her to the girls section and beat the fuck out of her. Tell me why afterwards her dad called me to try to press charges on me, but I told him that I'm gonna tell his wife, Rat's stepmom, that he's cheating on her with Rat's mom. She fucks him for money, so shut the fuck up real quick. Anyway, sis, I hope you like this story. Please never stop telling story times. That's part of my routine. I love you and thank you for telling my story. Girl, I love you too. Oops, my computer falling. I love you too. But girl, not you knowing the tea about her daddy. And I know that daddy probably was like, oh hell no. I know Rat probably felt so stupid when she probably thought like, yeah, we finna press charges, and the next thing you know, he like, yeah, we can't do that no more. She hit me with the, I'ma tell yo, we can't do it. Like, that's crazy. Like, you hit him with the, I'ma tell your wife. Girl, that's crazy though. One thing I do hate about like high school and stuff like that is like how people will fall off from they friends and people they've been around their whole life or like love and grew up with over boys. It'd be crazy because I've done it. It happened to me, I ain't gonna lie. But it just be crazy when you get older and you think back on it. You be like, damn, I literally said fuck my friend, that this could have been a valuable good ass friendship over somebody I'm not even gonna deal with, talk to, or know some years later. Because 9 times out of 10 that's how it happened. I ain't even gonna lie, because I got some younger supporters here that's boys, and I'm not trying to throw no wrench in y'all game or nothing like that, but high school boys don't want no love. If you find a boy in high school and he actually want to be in love, it's rare as fuck. I promise you, they do not want to be in love. They're young and they're still experimenting and still getting to know themselves. They not trying to be settled down. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but it's true. Like, it's so true. Like, in high school, even when I was in relationships, that's all I'm gonna say. People was like, y'all so cute. If you knew what was going on behind closed doors. But yeah, let me go ahead. I'm gonna do one more story because y'all, I'm about to go on TikTok live. Go follow me on TikTok, by the way. But let me do one more story. Let me find another one to read. So hold on. All right, you guys, last but not least, y'all gonna love it because this one is real long, and y'all already know I'm not trying to, I was gonna say scam y'all. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm hungry. So anyway, this one is titled When Being Messy Goes Wrong, Long Story. And I checked, it's a long story. So let's get into it. So it says, hey Symone, first of all, I would like to say I love your content. You're so beautiful inside and out. Keep up the good work. Thank you, I love you too. Okay, now let's get into this story. This is kind of long, but I promise it's worth the read. I wanted to read it because y'all, it was one point in my life when I was messy and that shit went wrong as fuck. Okay, it used to be times where I'll do like some shit and I'm like, oh, okay. So it just be funny. Like, I just want to see. I would like to stay anonymous in this story, and I'm going to give everyone involved code names. I don't know if any one of them watch your channel, but I don't want any drama to come from this. I'm over this situation. I just wanted to tell the story. So there's me and my friend Angie and her boyfriend Michael. And there's another couple. We're going to call the guy broke and we're going to call the girl dummy. You'll see why in the story. So a little backstory on everyone involved. Angie is one of my close friends. We've known each other before, but we started to get close at the end of 2023. Michael and Angie have been together for over a year. Michael was close friends with Broke, and I'm not sure for how long. Since Michael and Broke were friends, they wanted They wanted Angie and Dummy to be friends as well. I ended up meeting Broke and Dummy through Michael and Angie, and that's where all the bullshit started. It was Saturday. That previous Friday, Angie and I had went to our local concert and had the best time. So that Saturday, Angie texted me and told me that she wanted to go out again, since we both were off work that weekend. So at first I was thinking, damn, she wants to go out again? Even though I'm only 25 years old, I still need to relax and recharge. But against my better judgment, I agreed to go out with her. So then she said that she was going to ask her boyfriend about coming out with us too. Now, I'm a single woman, and I know that would have made me the third wheel, but I've gone out with Angie and Michael once before, and the vibes were good. You know, they were doing a couple things like dancing with each other and hugging up on each other. I didn't have a problem with it all the time. Maybe it was a Henny and a Coke and a live band that loosened me up, but I was basically in my own world that night enjoying myself. So when she said that she would ask Michael if he wanted to come, I was okay with that. Then she asked if I would come to her place early to fix her hair and put on lashes like I did the previous night. And of course I said yes. I have no problem with helping my girl out. And after I agreed to go out, she dropped the bomb on me, said that Michael invited another couple to come out with us, which was Broke and Dummy. Another couple, it's one thing to be the third wheel, but to be the fifth wheel is crazy. At this point, I should have said never mind, but I felt like I could handle it at the time. After I rushed to get ready, I got to Angie's place. Her and Michael was the only ones there at the time. Everything was cool. After Angie got dressed, I started putting her lashes on in the bathroom. As I was doing that, Broke and Dummy showed up. Dummy comes into the bathroom with us while the guys stayed in the living room. Now, I'm going to describe how Dummy looks. And the only reason why I'm going to describe her the way I am is because she came for me later on in the story. Usually, I don't like to come for anybody's features because most of the time you can't control them. But when it comes to hers, it is what it is. So she's in her late 30s, but her face looks like she's in her late 40s, maybe 50s. She's average height. I believe I'm a little taller than her. She's a plus size woman, but just to keep it cute, she doesn't carry her weight well. Since I described her looks, it's only fair for me to describe my looks. I'm 5'6", I'm a dark-skinned woman, and I'm a big girl. Even though I do have a belly, I also have a BLT, booty, legs, and thighs. Period. I've been bigger basically my whole life, and I'm comfortable with how I look. Even though it took me a long time to get to that point. I may be fat, but the face card never declined. Period. So back to the story. Dummy comes into the bathroom with us. I don't remember if I spoke to her. I just gave her a quick smile. I'm a very introverted and shy person, so meeting new people was awkward for me. So while I was doing Angie's lashes, her and Dummy were having a small talk. Then Dummy wanted her lashes done too. So Angie volunteered my services and said that I could do them for her. It wasn't a big deal to me, so I put the lashes on for Dummy. So fast forward a little bit, I fixed Angie's hair and we all were checking ourselves out in the mirror. Dummy was telling Angie about how Broke wanted her to wear heels instead of flats. And now he was making fun of her, saying that she was wearing church shoes to the club. I didn't see the problem with the shoes she had on. I was wearing flats myself. I never wear heels. These are a size 12 feet. Just can't take it. And when we go into the living room, I see how Broke looks. He's super tall, skinny, dark skinned. In my opinion, he looks like a turtle in the face. Mind you, I'm not talking shit about him because he came from my looks. I'm talking about him because he's trifling, and you'll know throughout my story. So he's not attractive at all in my eyes. He's also one of those loud, childish, obnoxious dudes. When you first meet him, you'll probably think that he's just outgoing, a cool person, but if you stay around him for too long, he becomes annoying as hell. So when he saw all three of us not wearing heels, Broke has something to say about it. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I didn't pay too much attention to it because his outfit wasn't all that anyways. Plaid shirt and jeans, ew, it's just giving lumberjack. We walked outside, Broke and Dummy rode together, and I rode with Angie and Michael. Big mistake. I should have drove my own car so I could leave anytime I wanted to. While we were in the car, Angie is talking to Michael about how she felt about Broke and Dummy's relationship. She felt like Broke is trying to make Dummy into someone that she's not by trying to make her wear heels that night. They both also was talking about how Broke has some stank breath. I didn't know his breath was funky until later that night. And let me tell you, they were not lying. In a nutshell, they didn't really have anything good to say about Broke. I just sat in the back seat and listened. So we got to the first lounge. My social anxiety started to creep up on me. I tried to walk pretty close to Angie since she's the one that I knew the best, but I didn't want to be obvious. I hate that at my big age that I can't be more outgoing, but this night my anxiety was unusual high. I felt like it was my body telling me that Broke and Dummy were bad news. Anyways, we made it into the lounge, paid to get in, and we got our first drinks. Us ladies got a glass of wine and the guys got Henny and Coke. There was some kind of event going on at this lounge, but it was pretty dry in there and we didn't really care for the music they were playing. Broke decided to see if there was a table open at another club that was down the way from where we were. Someone ended up canceling their reservation or not showing up, so we left the first lounge we were at and walked down the street to the other place. Even though the clubs weren't that far apart, it still was a pretty good walk. I told you I'm a big girl, so I definitely was trying to catch my breath while we was walking. And Dummy was as well. She not as big as me, but she's still a big girl. Broke started picking on her about being out of breath, and he said that starting Monday they was gonna go work out. I could tell when someone's trying to be funny, but they're also being truthful what they're saying. I didn't find what Broke was saying funny at all. We finally got to the other club, and thankfully ladies got in free. I just spent $15 to get into the first place, and I don't know about them, but I was low-key balling on a budget. When we went in, it wasn't a big crowd, but it was a good amount of people there. The lights were low and the music was loud. This was a place I had never been before, so that made me a little more nervous, but I tried to shake it off and have a good time. Angie brought my second and third drink to make up for the fact that I had to spend money in the first place for us to only stay there for 5 minutes. We were all sitting at the table, everybody was vibing except for me. They were couples, so they was dancing on each other, holding each other, and being all cute. As cute as Broken Dummy could be. And I was just looking at my phone. They tried to include me some of the time, but I just couldn't shake the feeling I had. Even after the drinks I had no buzz. I felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like I was intruding on a double date. And mind you, Broke was standing beside me, spitting on me all night, fucking up my hair with his breath. I get that he was trying to include me, but it started to get annoying. Angie noticed that I wasn't interacting with them much, and she texted me and asked me if I was okay and if I wanted to leave. I told her I was fine, it was just my social anxiety. I rolled with them, so I didn't want to be the reason that everybody went home early. So Angie and Dummy had to go to the restroom, and I followed them in to try to take some pictures in the mirror to loosen myself up. While we were in the restroom, Angie asked me if I was okay again, and I told her I was, which I really wasn't, but I didn't want to ruin the vibe for everybody else. We went back to the table, and I would keep looking at my phone. Broke started saying that he was going to take my phone if I looked at it one more time. I didn't say anything to him, but it would have been a whole different story if he would have touched anything of mine. My name is not Dummy, okay? So a live band showed up and started performing some crossover songs. I enjoy live bands more than listening to songs on speakers. I started to get into the music, but I still wasn't dancing like I would normally do. Broke kept bothering me, trying to make me loud and obnoxious like him. Mind you, I know how to have a good time, but I do it with people I'm comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with them or this whole situation. So finally we left the club. Angie and Michael are walking ahead holding hands. Broken Dummy was walking a little bit behind and holding hands. Walking behind all of them, ready to go to hell home. Broke noticed that I was lagging behind and he grabbed my wrist with his other hand so I could catch up. Then he started asking me random questions like what do I do for work and unimportant things like that. He just wanted to hear me talking, I guess. I don't know how it happened, but his hand went from holding my wrist to the small of my back. I have a big booty, so his hand was almost touching my butt. Mind you, his girlfriend was on the other side of him. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to start any drama. He claimed that he was really drunk and he needed mine and Dummy support while we walked. So I thought maybe it could have been innocent. Then we're going to the parking garage where their cars were. As we're walking to the cars, we're coming up by the garage. Broke says out loud to me, I need to cover you so that this man in his car doesn't look at your booty. He said that in front of his girlfriend. I guess Dummy thought he was being funny, so she laughed. Angie and Michael didn't hear him because they were walking ahead. I thought it was super weird for him to say in front of his girlfriend. For him to say something like that told me that he was looking at my ass himself. My butt is big and I know people are gonna look, but I feel like it was disrespectful for him to say anything about my body with his girlfriend present. We finally got to the cars. Broke asked Angie and Michael if we're going anywhere to get something to eat. They wanted to go to Denny's, but I was ready to go home. Before we got in the cars, Broke told me to put my number in Dummy's phone so that we could make sure that everyone got home safe. Michael and Angie dropped me off back in my car and I stopped at Whataburger and went home. And I stopped at Whataburger before I went home. Now that's the story on how I met Broken Dummy. What I'm about to tell you is how I got caught up in some mess. So a month had went by since we all had hung out with each other. As I said before, I'm a single lady, so I have a dating profile that I swipe on from time to time. One day I was swiping and I saw a familiar face on the dating profile. I immediately screenshotted and sent it to Angie. I asked her, isn't this old boy? She knew what I was talking about, Broke. According to Angie, Broken Dummy were still together. It makes no sense for him to have a dating profile unless he was looking to step out on Dummy. I asked Angie if she was going to tell Dummy about it, and Angie said no. Angie began to tell me that Dummy is the type to shoot the messenger when it comes to anything being said about Broke. She stands 10 toes behind her man, and she ended friendship with others because something they may have said about Broke. Angie also told me that Broke doesn't have a job and he lives with Dummy at her house. He doesn't help pay any bills and he drive her car around, and basically Broke is a bum. But Dummy is gonna stick beside him. After hearing all that tea, I just swipe left on Broke and go about my business. Maybe another month later, I got on the same dating profile and I see that Broke made a new profile with the same pictures but a different name. Funny thing is, in the bio it says something like, always tells the truth and he got his own place in his own car, which is a damn lie. He also swiped right on me this time. I screenshot it and sent it to Angie. Angie called me and told me to swipe right on him to see what he was going to say to me and screenshot it and send it to her so that she could send it to Dummy. At first, I didn't want to do it. I'm usually not the type of person to get into other people's drama, but I'm also a girl's girl. And if my man was on a dating app talking to my friends, I would want to know too. So I decided to do it. I swiped right on him and I waited for him to say something to me. He wasn't responding fast enough and I was ready to get evidence and block him afterwards. So I sent him a message first. Act like I didn't know who he was since the name on the profile was totally different from his actual name. Basically, I asked him if I know him from somewhere and he says yes. We went out to the club with Angie. And I asked him, wasn't that his girlfriend with him? He says yes. And he also said that he liked one of my pictures on social media. Mind you, I'm not following this man on any socials. Angie doesn't follow him on any socials. So if he did like one of my pictures, he had to go looking for me first. And I asked him if he and Dummy had broke up and he said no. I said that he shouldn't be talking to me if he's still in a relationship. I didn't want him talking to me regardless, but I was still trying to lay it on thick for the screenshots. So he just want to have a solid friendship with me. And also says that he wouldn't cheat on Dummy because they do everything together. You don't swipe right on somebody's dating profile if you want to be friends with them. And that's what I tell him. He said, sorry for the misunderstanding, and I said, it's cool. But it doesn't look like you were just looking for friendships on a dating app. He says again that he and Dummy do everything together in bold letters. So at this point, I just blocked him on the dating app, social media, and I also blocked Dummy on social media. It was given that they were into having threesomes or something like that. At this point, I didn't know if Broke swiping right on me on the app was his idea or if it was Broke and Dummy's idea. So they could try to recruit me. But I was not having it at all. I sent what I had to Angie and I told her about them maybe being into threesomes. So I think maybe a few days go by and I got a call from Angie. She told me that Dummy called her and asked her, what's up with your friend? She was referring to me. Angie asked her what she meant by that, and Dummy tells her that Broke told her that she was flirting with him on his dating app. I instantly got heated and offended. I asked Angie if she sent Dummy the screenshot of Broke and I's conversation. Angie told me that she didn't send it to her because she didn't see Broke say anything inappropriate to me. Now I'm kind of side-eyeing Angie. I wouldn't have been in this mess if you didn't ask me to swipe right on him in the first place. And now since Broke lied to Dummy about what went down, it looks like I actually was interested in Broke, and it looks like I'm a homewrecker. So I asked Angie to give Dummy my phone number. I gave Dummy my number that night we all went out, but I never saved her phone. But I never saved her number to my phone because I didn't think I would see these people again. Angie wouldn't give me her number. She told me not to worry about it because she won't leave Broke alone anyways. It wasn't about her leaving Broke, it was about me clearing my name, because I'd be damned if I'm going to be accused of pursuing an unemployed homeless man. Since Angie wouldn't give me the number, I came up with another idea. After I got off the phone with Angie, I found Dummy on social media and sent her a long ass paragraph and screenshots. I'm gonna attach them so you can read what I said verbatim. But basically, I told her that Broke started right on me first, and this was the second profile I came across. Angie was the one who told me to start right on him so I could send the evidence to her. I also told her that Broke was ugly and obnoxious. I also told her my theory about them doing threesomes, and I said if I was into doing threesomes, both of them would not be my type at all. And lastly, I told her that she could have called or texted me herself if she had a problem with me instead of going to Angie. I saw that she read my message, and a few minutes later, Angie called me back. I was waiting for her to say something about me, basically exposing her to Dummy. But she didn't say anything about that. She told me that Dummy called her again and to read what she said. A few minutes later, after I got off the phone with Angie, I got a message from Dummy. Her response was very weak. Of course, she brought up my weight. She brought up the fact that I was fifth wheeling when they all went out. She also said that Broke could have played me if he wanted to. I'm not sure how he could have done that if I didn't want him in the first place. And she said that I was a child to them since I was 25 years old. And Broke and Dummy are both in their late 30s. If I'm a child, then her man is a P, you know what. After she sent me that message, she blocked me on social media, so I didn't get the chance to respond to her. Her response verbatim is attached as well. And she also told me that Dummy told her that she and Broke look for girls to have threesomes with together. She claims that was the reason why Broke was on the dating app. I see couples on dating apps all the time looking for a third person, but the thing is, both of the people's pictures are on the profile. Broke was on the profile by himself, acting like he was single. Maybe she was telling herself that to sleep better at night, who knows. And another fun fact, I found out that Broke have 7 kids and that he's married to another woman. Dummy is not that woman, clock that T. Ooh. After that, I hadn't heard anything from Broke or Dummy since, and I'm glad about it. Some things went down with them. Michael and Angie that caused Angie and Michael not to hang out with them anymore. But that's not my story to tell. I'm just gonna say they were weirdos, very bold weirdos. I'm still friends with Angie, but I did feel some type of way about her for a while. I kind of felt like she low-key threw me under the bus a little bit so she wouldn't have to look like she was involved in the situation. I didn't want to end the friendship altogether because besides this situation, Angie has been a great friend to me. I know this is a very long story and I hope it was worth the read. Thank you for reading my story and I look forward to watching more of your videos. Thank you, girl. This was good and it was very detailed like that. This is like 2 stories in one. I love it. But that's crazy. It's crazy because it's like, Dummy, you sitting here getting played by a man with 7 kids, a wife, no car, no job, and no money. And he on dating apps. Most definitely he probably had that whole different profile. I'm thinking, this is my theory, I think he had the whole different profile that he made a second one because she probably found out about the first one, he deleted it, and then came back with a new profile because he got caught up. And now she want to just lie because you told her your theory about them doing, you know, 3-ways. And they probably ain't never had a 3 nothing before. And she probably literally was like, oh, let me just say that so I don't look stupid. Whole time it's like, yo man ain't shit. And you just sitting here letting him do whatever to you. That's crazy. That's so crazy because he's weird for that. I feel like he was going to really try to see how the conversation go with you, say he want to be friends, and then of course he was going to try to be on some weird shit because if that's the case, he could have hit you up and be like, oh, me and my girl want to be cool with you. It was just, oh, I want to build a good friendship with you. Boy, what? But I'm happy you did not deal with them. I feel like I wouldn't have cut Angie off of that, but I would feel some type of way like, girl, don't start no drama, instigate no shit, and then when it come down to it, you acting like, oh, I ain't had nothing to do with this, throwing rock and hiding hands, because you the one who told her, she the one who told you to swipe on that man's profile so y'all can have tea, when she the one who said in the beginning that she don't even get involved or try to explain to her because Demi done ended friendships over them saying something about broke. So you knew you wasn't gonna say nothing to begin with. You just wanted to stir up some drama, Angie. Maybe Angie was bored that day, but it's cool because y'all still friends. And like I said, I wouldn't have cut her off of that, but I would just know, don't ever suggest me to do nothing else, because girl, I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, that's it for this Subbie Sunday. Thank you to everybody who sent in a story. I love you guys so much. If you want to send a story, send it to Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. I cannot express this enough. People would send it to my Lifewithsymone@gmail. Don't send it there because I don't even read it. I don't take the time out to forward it to my other email. If you send it to my business email, I'm just gonna delete it. It's just gonna get deleted. So if you wonder like, dang, she never read my story or something like that, you sent it to the wrong email and I clicked delete. So if you sent to the wrong email or you sent the message or something like that and you want to be sure, you go look and you can go forward it to this one, Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. Only send it here, please and thank you, because it's so much easier. But that's it for this Subbie Sunday. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what y'all think, which was y'all favorite story this Sunday. And yeah, love you. See you on my next one. Peace out.